Good afternoon, and thank you for having me. Now, I hope some of you may have had the chance to watch the Kentucky Derby a couple weeks ago, and the Preakness actually just went off a few minutes ago. And if you've had a chance to watch these horses race, I hope you can also see just how much they love their jobs. They love to run. Now, unfortunately, despite being incredible athletes, for every 1,000 horses that start in a race, 2 will die from a musculoskeletal injury. This means in California alone, over 350 horses died in a 2-year period of time. And this rate is just too high. So what can we do? What do we know? Well, it's now well established that catastrophic fractures in racehorses are predisposed by exercise-induced overuse injuries, like a stress fracture. So just like a runner goes out and undergoes that repetitive exercise and can end up with a stress fracture in their shin, these horses can get stress fractures or stress lesions in certain areas of certain bones. And my research has largely focused on identifying these predisposing lesions to help prevent catastrophic breakdown. So in this study in particular, I collected fractured third carpal bones, as you can see in the left or right-hand corner of the screen, as well as the intact bones from the opposite limb. I then collected bones from control racehorses that died for some other reason that were both age and breed matched. I then assessed all the bones visually on their fractured surfaces, as well as for any cartilage lesions, and then imaged them using X-ray imaging, clinical CT, and micro-CT. Now, micro-CT imaging, which are the images at the bottom of the screen, have allowed me to identify a significant porous lesion in all fractured bones, as well as the intact opposite limb bones. And those lesions are identified by the arrows. And this is important because all fractured bones are fracturing through these lesions. Now, I've not been able to pick them up more frequently using X-ray imaging, and they're not associated with cartilage lesions. Now, I've been picking them up more frequently using the clinical CT, but it's still pretty difficult. So what does that mean? Well, unfortunately, right now on the racetrack, the most common way to assess racehorse bones is using X-ray imaging. And this study tells us that's simply not enough. So as a researcher and a veterinarian, it's important to me that I hope these studies will allow us to identify high-risk horses and pick up these predisposing lesions before those catastrophic fractures occur, saving the lives of those horses and protecting their jockeys and riders as well. Thank you.